Hello everybody, I want to thank you for taking the time to learn more about how we can help you reach the next level. Whether you're a new investor or you're an experienced investor, I promise you that the resources that we'll give you are going to help you to reach the next level. Now let me share with you my vision. This year, we're taking the business to the next level by using a completely different paradigm. And that is, our objective is very simple. We're going to scale HIS by number one, focusing on empowering our staff, focusing on empowering our clients, and providing sound educational resources to the investment community. And that does not mean that we're going to charge for education. Folks, we are a private bank. Our goal is to empower you and to educate you so that you'll be more successful, because if you're more successful, inevitably you're going to borrow from me. And so this is a win-win opportunity for all of us. So first, let's begin with the fact that as a real estate investment company, we have opportunities to lend money to other investors. And let me give you the first piece of the action that's incredible. And we're going to talk about a couple of deals that I have in my hands right now that have come from these types of transactions. So if you can imagine, if you're a private bank and you have many investors coming to your office to get funding, at some point, opportunities come to your table in the office for you to purchase or invest in. So what we're doing right now is we're developing a program that allows our experienced clients that are doing a lot of transactions, that are spending $10,000 to $15,000 a month in marketing. And when they reach their full status, meaning they don't have enough money to buy the remainder of those properties, we're asking them to put those deals on the table for us so that our clients can benefit from being a part of this exclusive network and they can take down these deals. So let me give you an example of one that literally came. It's a complete off-market deal. It was brought to our office from another experienced investor in our network that we funded, who at this point just doesn't have enough resources to take this down. So this property actually is a flip. It's in Orlando, and let me break down the numbers. So what he was able to negotiate was a $98,000 purchase. I'm going to show you just from an all-cash perspective right now. So his purchase price is literally $98,000. Now, as far as the renovation, based on their estimates, because they were able to actually get into the property, they believe that about $31,000 is what it's going to take to repair the property and put it back on the market. We're going to be able to give our investors the time to do their due diligence and obviously go to the property themselves to put together a scope of work and make sure those numbers stack up. But what's incredible, and our team has double-checked and triple-checked these comparable sales, the actual value of this property is about $100,000. So, if you were to break down all of the closing costs, and we actually have a tool and analysis that we're going to give you access to very soon, what we do is we basically run every investment from the perspective of an all-cash investment first, and then we compare it with private money to see if that private money will help you to reach that next level. So here's what it looks like as an all-cash deal. After the resale cost, because obviously you're not going to net 180 grand when you sell it, at the end of the day, you're looking at making a potential profit on a deal like this, where you've invested a total of it's about $130,407 the total investment. That's for the buy, the fix, and some carrying costs as an all-cash investment. The actual profit on this particular project that we're projecting, based on the diligence we've done so far, is approximately $35,130. So when you look at these numbers, folks, I need you to understand this is an off-market deal, and the return on investment for this investment in all cash is a 27%. Now, why is this so important? The reason why this is so important is because the market is getting tighter and tighter every single day. And if you're shopping on the MLS, finding deals with these kind of returns is almost impossible. So what we're trying to do as a direct lender is we're trying to create a solution for our clients that will help them to find these kind of deals that are coming off market. In essence, we're leveraging the buying power and the marketing dollars of our investors to create opportunities for investors like you to participate. So now let me show you where it gets very interesting, because you might be saying, well, Rick, why would you give me this deal instead of doing it yourself? Well, here's why. We're a private lender. So our goal is that you'll look at a deal like this and that you'll want to invest. And instead of just doing this deal all cash, you'll leverage with our company to take the investment to the next level. So now let me show you what those numbers look like. The numbers are very similar, only of course, if you invest with me, you're gonna pay me interest payments for my service. But the difference is, instead of investing a total amount of about $130,000 in this project, if I fund you in a traditional scenario, your only investment out of pocket, if we did leverage, would literally be $60,772. That would be the total capital investment. And that is assuming that you hold this property for at least 6 months. So when I run my numbers, I want to be very conservative. So on a 6-month cycle, we're projecting that this investment, if his capital funding deploys money and loans you the money, you'll just need to come out of pocket about $60,000 to do this deal. So what does that do for your profits? Well, even though the profit margins drop a little bit because of your interest payment, so in this scenario, your profit would actually change to about $26,428. Okay, so it sounds like less. However, when you look at the ROI, that literally takes you to a 43% return on your money. That's powerful, folks, because see what this allows you to do as an investor, instead of just buying one deal and tying up $130,000, you can literally invest $60,000 and increase your return to about a 43%. And guess what? You would still have the availability of money in the bank for another $69,000 to go out there and buy another deal. That's the reason why we're putting together this exclusive network, to give you opportunities to buy these kind of deals. And when you buy, we hope you'll borrow from us so that we can help you grow, so that you take down 2 deals. So that's how we win. We get the ability to deploy capital, and we get to help you to double your buying power. And so that's one of the elements that we have in place. Now, the other element that we bring to the table that I really believe is invaluable is in giving you these types of tools so that you can literally log in, put the information together, and my team will run the numbers with you and provide you with a full-on analysis that you could look at, so that you can compare apples with apples, so that you can determine if an all investment based on cash makes more sense than possibly leveraging, because there will be times where that is the case. But in this scenario, you could see that taking an off-market deal will take you to a whole new level, because we're working together as a network, as a group of investors, helping one another, where we all win. Now, if you're flipping, I will tell you this, and you'll hear this from me from all the content that we talk about. If you just flip, you are working for tips. Now, this is not an insult. I don't want you to feel bad if you're just looking to flip. But what my challenge to you is this, and this is my mission as an investor. My challenge is to empower you to take these profits and convert them into passive income. Because a real investor, they don't work for their money. Their money works for them. And we want to give you the ability to earn these profits so that at some point in the future, you can reallocate those profits and become a passive investor. Now, passive investing could be a variety of different strategies. You could buy rental properties, you could buy commercial properties, or like I'm doing as well, which is a combination of all. But I've also become the bank. So I get to lend money to other investors. And while you do the work, yes, mind you, I may not make the 43%, but every month you're sending me a check. And so I want you to become the bank at some point in the future, so that you work actively to let your money work passively. That, my friends, is being a true investor and working in financial freedom.